As part of this great celebration, we also honor 250 years of cherished Irish-American friendship and 250 years of fierce, proud, tenacious Irish-American heritage. The Irish did not come to America. They helped found America, the fact is, and they helped build America. And these are incredible people. I know them well. And with a little bit of Irish luck, they helped make America into the most exceptional nation the world has ever seen.
President Trump celebrating St. Patrick's Day at the White House this afternoon by speaking of a special bond between the U.S. and Ireland. Earlier in the day, the president welcomed Taoiseach of Ireland, Micheal Martin, to the White House, where the two leaders discussed something else that's green, beyond their neckties and shamrocks.
It's a great honor to have Taoiseach Martin from Ireland, and somebody that we know, we get along with. We've had a very good relationship, and we continue, and we're going to have some big discussions today concerning trade, concerning lots of different subjects. We have a tremendous trade relationship with Ireland, and we'll keep it that way. I think it's going to be expanded very greatly.
Well, they were talking about something else that's green, money, and with this trade, yes. And I like to see President Trump in a green tie. I don't feel like we get to see that a lot. It's mostly usually red, I would say, and that's kind of his signature. But
so the resident staff were like, "Today is St. Patrick's Day. You got to wear green."
Yeah, got to wear green.
It has to be a Trump tie, though.
Yeah, but we need to get a little bit of the clovers like the Taoiseach had there. They talk about the long-standing relationship between the two countries. I mean, so many Irish immigrants came to this country. I guess I got this block because I'm a redhead myself. What's y'all's thoughts? I think it's a great celebration. Do you guys have any plans? And what about you, Chris?
Chris always
the
has
half Irishman.
I have. I don't have a big. We have a half-baked plan, and that's fine. Now, I was watching that today, and I was thinking it's a little difficult having the Irish Prime Minister in with a president of the United States that doesn't drink alcohol. That's got to be awkward. Got to be awkward for the Irish guy.
Beer.
Yeah, get him a Guinness Zero.
Guinness Zero.
That makes no point. Yeah, come on. Also, just see in New York, they had their St. Patrick's Day parade in New York today. We're about to turn 250 years old. It was the 265th St. Patrick's Day parade in New York City because they were having the St. Patty's Day parade 15 years before the Declaration of Independence, which is proof that there was beer and whiskey back then.
Right, absolutely. Well, I think that, too, they talk about how Irish immigrants, they built this country, the infrastructure that we see today. There's been such a long-standing history. I mean, Tim, what can you speak there on that? And I guess between the two countries now, how it's modernized.
Yeah, well, first of all, shame on y'all for not wearing green. Mercy and I are the only ones.
We got the memo.
We only ones that wore green today to celebrate the great country of Ireland. And you're right, it's a huge part of our culture and our heritage here in America. But I also want to say this: the Irish do have something right. That's a 12.5% corporate tax rate, which is which is the lowest in the country, attracting Microsoft, attracting Pfizer, attracting U.S. companies. So I think Trump bringing them here is a signal. We need to cut our corporate tax rate even more, right, President Trump?
Yeah, absolutely.
But U.S. remains a very large investor in Ireland. But yes, President Trump, I don't think he likes the fact that you have these pharmaceutical companies
coming from Ireland.
Yeah, going to Ireland for like a tax, haven.
We're bringing them back.
Maybe he can
bring him back to America.
Bring him back.
Maybe he can persuade Ireland to send some Irish ships to the Strait of Hormuz to scare the Iranians.
Absolutely, or do some trading with potatoes.
There's no luck,
something signature.
just policy. That's what gets me.
That's right.
Yes,
no
absolutely. Yeah, I think with that relationship with Ireland, it's going to continue, and we're going to see a lot of things like this happen with the 250th anniversary going forward.
Right.
So yeah, awesome.
We do have corned beef and cabbage and potatoes tonight, I've got to admit, and beer, because, as my best girl's, her mother's off the boat from Ireland, and we go to Ireland to visit family and her family and things like that.
Right.
I remember there was lots of discrimination against Irish people a long time ago, and against Italians, against Jews. So America's come a long way.
Information, truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.